Yeah. Rusty girls everywhere. Titty ass hands in the air. So party over here. Shaking for the man of the year. Man of the year.
What is going on, guys? It's here, and we got a new video, and I feel worse. As you can probably tell, I'm very much worse than I was yesterday. It's harder to talk because I pretty much have to breathe out of my mouth. You know, I got in the mood to play some Modern Warfare Remastered. I almost kind of want to grind a little bit. It is Friday today, and I know I don't remember what I said I was going to upload, but I know I'm not uploading when I said it was. I don't know if you guys can tell, my nose is like all red from blowing my nose so much. That is like the most annoying thing, I think. And when you get like a cold, is you constantly are blowing your nose using so many tissues, and your nose starts to hurt. So to be honest, guys, there's not going to be much of a vlog. I think I unboxed a few things. It's going to be like a 32-minute vlog. So it's going to be a really short vlog this Sunday. I just have not been up to the vlogging this week. I've just not been feeling good. But I do want to get the unboxing part out, because I like to show that kind of stuff. And I would love to get some highlight videos out for you guys, so I'm definitely going to be grinding this weekend. On Modern Warfare Remastered, probably a lot. I just don't know why I've been wanting to grind this game. So I'll be getting a highlight video out next week for you guys for sure, one, if not two. And I might throw in some Advanced Warfare as well. But I kind of want to keep it one Call of Duty per video. So right now I'm going for some MWR highlights. What I want to talk about in today's video is a story I'm going to tell. I don't know if it happened. I know it was at least 2015. It could have been 2014. But I'm pretty sure it was 2015 when this happened. Yeah, I'm going to say it was 2015 when this took place. Basically, a couple years ago probably, me and my dad went to a gun show. We've been to a couple gun shows before. Just, look at the guns, stuff like that. And they have some cool stuff. They have cool knives, like swords. They have some freaking weird stuff at gun shows. Like, this one gun show we went, people were selling cow hides. Like, where you can make, whatever you want, pretty much leather. Custom leather. Like, you could just make whatever you wanted with it. But they got some cool stuff there. This was also the first gun show we had ever went to. I think we've only been to like 3 or 4. But this was the first one that we'd ever went to. It was like an hour, 45 minutes, or 45 minutes to an hour away, something like that. So, it was a little bit of a drive, but it was fun. Basically, the rules at a gun show is if you want to bring a gun to try and sell, like people will like have a gun on their shoulder, and they'll have like a little tag on it. Advertising that they're wanting to sell the gun, or if you're a vendor, there's obvious rules and stuff like that. But pretty much you have to have, if you have let's say a pistol or something, you have to have it in a holster, and it's got to have a lock on it. And first, before I even get into it, I want to say I'm not a racist person, okay? I have nothing against any race or any culture or anything. But there was these 3 black dudes. And the one who bought the gun was at least 21 because he did buy a handgun. And you have to be 21 to buy a handgun. So they were probably 21 to 25, and there was 3 of them. And there was no problem. That's not what alarmed me at all. Basically what happened is, it was kind of like, if you show we'll say like a 14, 13-year-old a gun, they're like, oh yeah, that's cool, I saw that in like Call of Duty or something. Like, that's how they were acting. Like, they were, oh, cool, look at these guns. They're, like, picking them up, flaunting them, that kind of stuff. And I just thought, like, really? You're going to, like, play with the gun almost. Around all these, like, the stereotype of a gun show. Like, I have been stereotyped at a gun show. Because I was dressed, what was I wearing? I don't remember exactly. I think I was wearing basketball shorts and a t-shirt. And this old dude came up, like, he didn't say it to me. But as me and my dad were passing, he's like, all these city slickers shouldn't be in here. He said something about, like, the city people should not be in here. Which is stupid, because there's, like, a lot of people like that at gun. Not everybody. There's a lot of mostly nice people, but you do get the people who are douchebags. So basically, they found the gun they were going to get. I don't even remember what gun it was. All I know it was a handgun. And they bought the gun, they filled out their background check or whatever, they searched it, it was clean, so they had no, was it like a felony or something, I don't know, they had no crimes, so they could buy a gun, and they bought the gun, and he went and bought some ammo as well, which, if you're going to buy a gun, if you don't have ammo, of course you're going to buy ammo, there's nothing wrong with that. But what he did after, like, me and my dad weren't done at that point, so we were just walking around, and so was that other guy, and I didn't see him until I was getting ready to leave. As I was saying before, when you go to the gun show and you buy any gun, it's gonna come with like it's basically like a plastic piece that blocks the slide from coming back, so you can't load the weapon. But if you buy a gun there, you do have like a little tool to open it. And basically, what the guy did, my dad didn't see this. I was the only one to see it. It seemed like everybody else was just passing by and didn't even notice it. I don't know. I was the only one. Basically, what the guy did is he popped the plastic piece off. He threw it to the side. He just left it there, which is he littered. He pops the plastic piece off. He takes the mag out. He loads the mag up. I'm pretty sure it was a 45 is what it was. So it was some type of 45. But I remember he was loading some fat rounds into it, and it looked like a 45 to me. And he's loading the mag, and then he pops it in and pulls the slide back. So there is a bullet in the chamber, and then he puts it in his pants. Like, I'm pretty sure, unless you have a permit to carry, and if you did, I don't think you'd put it in your pants. I think you would actually have a proper holster if you had a permit. But what he just did, unless he has a permit, is illegal. You can't just buy a gun, walk out of a gun show, load it up, and put it in your pants. And to be honest, I don't know if he had it on safety. He didn't do anything like he shot people, or at least he didn't yet. But like while he was there, because he just loaded the gun and put it in his pants, and then he just walked on. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy it. I just want to tell you that little story. Honestly, I have no clue what I'm gonna title this video, but thank you guys for the support on my last video, the Most Savage Kid video. That video got like, by the time I'm recording this, it has 7 likes and I don't know how many views, like maybe around 15 or something. But it did really good. So I do thank you guys for all the support on that video.
Rolled up in that big truck with them guns up for them fuck boys. Smoked out in that Rolls Royce, blowing dope with that bad broad. Shawty know what I got, cash, I'ma throw it all if she want that. Every time you see me out of low trees, out my block.